Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and I know I have nothing on my desk at this moment, but I'm going to be bringing a few things out because I just got a new box in from Supertite. Okay, so starting one at a time. I've been using Supertite for the past few months and I love it. It is a great glue. I actually send a couple of these glues with my kids to school, and all the other kids are a little jealous right now because it has this really cool tip on the end that allows you to get a nice bead of glue. Let me demonstrate. So this glue is fabulous. A few things about Supertite glue. Number one, there is a coupon code down below to get a % off your order. Plus, there is shipping if your order is over $5. That is fantastic. It is one of the cheaper glues that is out there in the market right now. So look how cool that little tip is. And as with any glue, a little bit goes a long way. Another cool thing about Supertite glue is it has less stuff in it, which just means that there's less chemicals that you and your kids are touching. There's less things that can cause problems, or I mean, it just overall, it's a better glue for everything, and it works pretty darn good. It works probably better than a lot of the other glues that I see on the market, and it's cheaper. I mean, it's great. Some of the other glues that are out there, they have to have certain labels and warnings, and these don't have that. So that's amazing. So that is pretty cool. So see how you can get a nice fine line instead of just having dabs. The kids can learn how to drag, and it is on both sizes. So that's pretty cool. So there's a couple of different sizes for that. All right, this is another one of the glues I absolutely love. I have one already open, so I'm going to use that first. This one is a dual tip max glue. It is pretty cool because it has two different applicators. There is a fine tip applicator. This thing was actually upside down, so it's having a hard time getting there. The glue runs in the tube, and you have one side where you can do fine small beads. It's a clear glue, dries clear. The white glue up above also dries clear, so that's something too. And the other side is a brush tip. So you actually can brush the glue on. Now that's on the other side. It's got to go all the way down the barrel. And you could apply a bead of glue and swipe it across. I use this one a lot with card making because it does work well when I need to do small little things. I need a small applicator with the pen, or I need a wide, and all the glues are acid free, which is fantastic. So I use this quite a bit with my cards just because I have two different ways I want to apply the glue and it fits with one glue stick. All right, this is probably got to be it is the universal glue. I use this glue if I want to glue anything to anything. So if I'm not just dealing with kids crafts, or I'm not just dealing with card making, but I want to glue wood to felt to, pretty much everything under the sun. If I need something that's going to stick and stick hard and have a good hold, and also have like a super, see all these, you can see that there's little labels on here. This is considered a super glue. This is my go-to glue. I love it. I actually put my glues, as you can see, this is the one I'm currently using, and it's almost out, so I'm glad I got a new one. I use them in a glue jar. I keep it upside down, so therefore it's always ready to go. The glue is at the top, and I don't have to sit there and wait for the glue to get to the top and bottom of the thing. But this is a very strong hold glue. It's probably one of my favorite ones. All right, this is one I have not played with yet. This is a super tough 360 glue, impenetrable and waterproof. That's pretty fun. So it is something, as you can see, it's got a little bit of a different color to it, and it's got a cap that you're going to pop off and put on the top once you open the seal. So this is 100% impenetrable. That's pretty cool. So it has these little labels on all of them. So this one says it's durable, it's strong, and it's gap filling. So that's kind of fun. So it's just a different type of glue. It's showing it being used on wood. I have not personally used that, but I will be hopefully using it soon. So going back to the all-purpose, there's also a smaller size that you can get if you don't want to get a large bottle. You can get a small bottle, which is kind of nice. It squirts out, has a nice little thing. So there's different sizes you can get for a lot of these glues. This multi-grab 360, this is another one I use quite a bit. Strong, versatile, flexible. It just has a lot of good uses for it. As you can see, it's being used on pretty much everything from jewelry. It's transparent, it's flexible. And one of the things that I loved about it is that it can do just about matte, glass, metal, ceramics, all kinds of stuff. And it's waterproof. So I tend to use this one if I'm going to do projects that are going to be sitting outside. So I've used quite a bit of this. As you can tell, my tube is starting to get quite low. So I'm glad I got another one there too. Going back into the kids glue, we got a couple of two different school glues. I have not played. These are glue sticks. I did send a couple of these to school with my kids this year. So far so good. They love it. That they're holding up and they're doing fantastic and they're clean. They're also, again, back to the child friendly and the amount of stuff that's in your glue. These don't have near as much as some of the other glues that are out there, and they are super inexpensive. So for those people that are working on getting their glues for back to school, check these out because they are very inexpensive, and you can get the packages mailed directly to you. You don't have to go to the store. Haha. Fabric tack is another glue that is great if you're dealing with all kinds of fabric materials. You're gluing fabric to fabric. It is washable, so it can actually go through the washing machine. Once it is set, it comes in a nice little bottle. It comes out, just to kind of show you again, it comes out and it's not tacky. So you have to give it some time to dry. So you have a chance to kind of spread it, move it around. This is a project I made using the fabric tack glue, and you have to let it sit. Look how much of a firm hold this has. This is a little pencil case, and it is doing fantastic. So this could go through the wash now. It is holding up wonderfully. I glued all the way around the edges, and it is performing fabulously. I also have glued a couple other projects, little things to hats that the kids have sent to. So it's a great glue for when you want to glue fabric to fabric and still have the ability to go through the washing machine. So awesome. All right, this is another one that I have used a couple of times before. This is one that I would use as an inside solvent-free, eco-friendly glue. All of them are very eco-friendly, but this one's the most eco-friendly of the bunch. And again, it has a lot less stuff in it. Industrial strength, super good hold, but it's not something that you'd want to use for outside projects. It dries clear and it just works great. It has a really good kind of a tackness to it. So if I need something to stick pretty quickly and I don't have to wait for an hour for it to dry, this is one of the go-to glues. So between this one, and this one, it's my go-to for a fast drying kind of a tacky glue. These are my better ones for that. All right, this is not one I've played with yet, but I want to. This is a wood glue, so it's specifically made for doing wood. Strong, solvent-free, easy cleanup, some great stuff. And bonds wood, fiber more, so if you're working with anything that has wood related and you want to glue things to wood or wood to wood, this is your go-to. Here we have a polystyrene foam adhesive. Again, not one that I've played with yet, but it is one that you can use for any of your foam projects. So if you've got styrofoam or foam core or anything like that and you want to stick foam to foam, this is a great for all those fixes, and it's considered in the hobby section. So as you can see down below, there's little like these ones fit in the school collection, eco-friendly. These are in the super. This is the hobbies. They all kind of have their own little category that they fit into. Now this one's pretty cool. This is an instant adhesive cleaner. So this will get anything off of your skin. So let's say you super glue your fingers together. I've done it. Don't laugh. It also will help remove things from clothing, labels on clothing. How many of you have actually had a sticker that's gone through the wash and the dryer, and then you have that stupid thing on your shirt or your kid's shirt where the sticker was, and it's a nightmare to get it off? This can help you. So this is the instant adhesive cleaner. So here is the instant super glue, and it actually comes with the cleaner with it. So this is a combo pack where you can super glue something, and just in case you get something on your fingers or you mess up, like you're trying to fix your sunglasses or something, the cleaner can help you get your fingers unstuck. So that's pretty smart. They put them together, I tell you what. All right, so here is some versions of the instant super glue. Same glue that's in there, but this is a mini version. You can get smaller versions. We actually had to use one of these with my son. He broke part of his musical instrument on his clarinet. And so we used one of these, and it wasn't a huge piece, and it wasn't a piece that it was part of a connecting piece, and we thought we'd try it. So he actually took it to school today. We'll have to hear back how it goes, but I'm assuming it looked like it was holding good when he led to school today. There's also two other versions. So this comes in a 3-pack, and you can cut them off, so because you only need a little bit, and that's what's perfect with that. This is one that has a brush applicator, which is fantastic. So instead of having to squeeze it out yourself, you can use a brush applicator. It is super fast. This is your super glue. It sticks down super fast and super easy, and it will hold and be accurate. So this is the most fast drying glue that there is. And then this one is just a precision tip applicator right here. So this is another super glue, but this is one that is a thin glue, a very low viscosity. Viscosity means how fast it flows. If you think of maple syrup, it has a high viscosity, therefore it takes a while to come out of the jar. Maybe not maple syrup, maybe more like Caro syrup, whereas water has a low viscosity. So those are kind of the differences there. So it's, something has multi-purpose. This is a thin, it's an instant super glue. It's another version of these, but this one is a little bit thinner. So that means you can apply a thinner coat to things. This also comes with applicators on the inside. There is 3 little plastic applicators, and you can just barely see them in there, and you apply them to the top to give you a really fine line application on them. I've used this. It works phenomenal. I've actually used it with gluing some other. I just wanted it super fast, and it has been fantastic. Here is a couple. These are instant PowerFlex gels. This is a little bit different because it is a gel form, nice and small, impact resistant. So this is considered one of the expert Both of these are considered the expert level. So if you're wanting to fix something that really does have an awesome hold, you can go for that. Another one is the epoxy. Now, this one shows you how you can refix your car mirror, but I think I might be dabbling with this to see if I can use this adhesive epoxy because it's a two-part. You push it together, it kind of makes a resin, and maybe it could be used for like jewelry and stuff. So I'm going to be playing with that. That looks like fun. And the last one is the modeling glue. So these are like if you do little model airplanes, model figurines, anything that you want to glue that's small. Again, this is in the hobby section. So little small pieces that you then would probably paint, or maybe they already painted. This is the glue for you. So huge assortment of glue. It gets kind of overwhelming because you're like, well, what glue should I use? And truly a lot of them, if you want super like instant, that's when you go with the super glues. If you have something specific, like you're doing modeling or you're doing fabrics or you're doing like foam then or wood, those are the ones for you. If you need something that is like for card making or something, you can go with the dual tip pens. If you're going for kind of general purpose, as long as it's indoor, go with these. For the kids, you can go with the kids white glue, but the kids can use all the other glues too. That's pretty awesome. And then if you need something that's going to go outside, that's when you do your super tough resistant or your multi-grab. So I kind of use these all interchangeably. I tend to have 3 or 4 of these on the go. Like I'll have my kids glue out. We do kids project stuff. I'm using card making. I'll have that out. I have these 3 out. I haven't played with that one yet, so it's going to be coming. These 3 out. I'm going to be pulling the glue out soon. Obviously my fabrics. And if I do anything with like little models, I'll pull that out. And if I need something to like super fast drying, that's what these are for. So thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget, there is a coupon code and links down below. I will have as many of these up and linked, but I will also have a link to the general store so you can browse for yourself now that you know the names of all these amazing glues. So thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.